We are live.
We are live.
Welcome,
Good evening,
everybody.
Tim. Or good afternoon, Tim, should I say.
Yeah. I
I'm
need
just
to
waiting for my, my
to
device
mute
to update.
YouTube. And Gerard O'Connor, you're in the chat, and I'm going to make you a mod if you don't mind.
Can everyone else hear that music, or is it just us?
Everybody should be able to hear it, but I might have turned it down a little bit. Hey, Scuba.
Hey, Scuba. Thanks for coming, man. Okay, I'm now getting the feed. Retro Toy Guy Si's here as well. Hello, Si. Hey, buddy.
And we have Dean. We have Dean from Old Things 80s. A bunch of people here now. We have Travels with Jason.
Jason.
Scuba P, I made you a mod, and there's one other person I made a mod, but I'm only seeing Scuba with the blue wrench so far. But I'm going to turn off the music now. I think I've played enough of this music and just go there. So I'm going to show it some chat room text.
Okay, yeah, let's say hello to everyone. Greetings, Scuba.
Scuba says greetings.
Hello, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Here before that. Gerard O'Connor, hey, people, hoping we're doing well this Wednesday. And then...
Hey, Gerard. Yep, we're doing good. Thanks, man.
Scuba says greetings. And Lester says, I don't know what you can.
Yeah, I think he's talking about, he could hear the music as well.
Okay. And I don't know what that little box is supposed to be, Gerard. Scuba P and everyone, yes, I can hear the music. Yeah, and I turned it off now, so All Things 80s Dean, hello there, and Travels with Jason, hi all.
Hello,
Scuba, hi to Lester, Retro, and Dean. And Lester says howdy at All Things 80s. And Scuba says Jason, and Travels and More with Jason. Got problems with my internet again.
Oh, not again, Jason.
And he says hi, P. And Scuba, Retro Toy Guy Sai says hi, Scuba, Lester, Dean, Gerard, and Jason. And then Andrew says hey, folks.
Andrew is in the house. Good evening, Andrew. Andrew, tell me, would you like to be a mod as well? Because you're here every week, and we are looking for sensible, trustworthy people to be mods for us. So let me know what you think about that.
And hello, Sean Blue Digital. Glad you could make it.
Ah, Sean Blue.
Yeah, he's a Blu-ray collector on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
He has his own channel.
Cool. Just check my feed here. Oh, I see you've made Gerard a mod now. Cool. Excellent. Thank you, Gerard. Appreciate it, man. Keep an eye on what's going on and get rid of any riffraff.
Yeah, and Sean Blue Digital says hit that like button.
Thanks, Sean.
And then Travels and More with Jason. So far, 7 hours to upload a video to my channel. Grrr, and still only 66% uploaded. Something's wrong with YouTube.
That's crazy.
ID. Scuba, hope you were doing well at all things 80s. And Travels more with Jason. Hi, Sai. How is it in Holland? And Gerard saying, yo, MB, good evening, bro. And hey, Tim, thanks for allowing me to help out. And then Andrew,
Thanks for helping out.
I can be, but I must warn you that I am rubbish with computers. I spend all day on them, but no idea how they work.
Well, it's quite simple, Andrew. You just well, it depends if you're watching on a tablet or a phone or a computer. But basically, if someone comes in the chat that's a bit dodgy or they say something that's unacceptable, you just click on their name and then you just hide the user from the channel. It's quite simple. You're more than welcome to be a mod.
Okay, and Gerard O'Connor says 7 hours. Wow, that must be painful. And all things 80 sends at Scuba Pete. I'm doing well, thanks. I hope you're well too, Andrew, watching on a computer. And
okay, yeah.
Then Andrew says, sounds easy enough.
Yeah. So, it's not complicated.
I am gonna give out the StreamYard link to people in the chat in case anybody in chat would like to join us.
Yep.
So there is the StreamYard link in chat if anybody would like to join us on webcam or just join us on microphone.
So, Tim, I know you've been expecting something today. Did it arrive?
No, my mail's not supposed to be here until between 2:15 and 3:15.
Oh, okay.
But let's see what else they're saying in the chat room. Retro Toy Guy Sigh. It's hot here in Holland, Jason. Hopefully it's going to cool down a bit soon. How's things in my old hometown? And then Scuba is saying all things 80s, yep, doing good. Leslie is now collecting strawberry shortcake.
Oh,
and Travels with Jason is saying, yes, it is, Gerard, as I started yesterday at 1 p.m. And by the time I got up this morning at 8 a.m., and it had only done 55%, so deleted and started again.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
All things 80s, Scuba Pete, well, she does smell like a TIE fighter pilot, lol. And then Gerard, be watchful for unfamiliar handles names, and we can keep the stream as awesome as it has been for us all so far. So I'm going to add Lester, San Jose, and Retro Toy Guy Sai to the panel. So, hi guys, how are you doing?
Right. Lester, Sai, and of course, Puppy, the all-important Puppy. Hello, dudes.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you all doing?
Hey,
not bad.
Yeah,
on
good.
Cool.
Hello.
So, Lester, have you finished Mission Impossible 2 yet?
Nope.
Oh, what's going on?
I watched other movies in its place, so I did a back-to-back with Equalizer and then Gran Turismo in the theater. So it was just right after the credits and one, I went to the next theater. So
you saw Equalizer 3?
Yep.
Okay.
And what did you think of it?
Oh, it was great. It was worth the ticket of admission. Gran Turismo was. Oh, go ahead. You were saying Monkeyboy.
No, I was just saying cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Gran Turismo 3 was using a technology known as Screen X. I was so tempted to move my seat because the way it works is, depending on the scene, because it didn't do it in every part of the movie, but the picture would span along the wall.
Oh.
In addition to the central screen, but it didn't do it throughout the entire movie. So I'm just thinking, because it wasn't as packed when I went, I could have easily moved to a central seat, so I can, I guess, experience Screen X. And I did watch Equalizer 3 on IMAX. I don't know. I guess because it might not have been shot in IMAX, that the quality didn't really scream at me. But I don't know why people would
Okay.
pay extra for IMAX. I did it just so I can sneak in the second movie, because it, believe it or not, Equalizer 3 was a fairly well length film. It was only about an hour 50 minutes, including credits. So
Right.
you can finish
Okay.
that pretty quickly. Gran Turismo, on the other hand, was easily 2 hours. But I thought the movie could have stopped at a good point, but then I realized why they didn't let it stop at that point. But it made the movie better, in my opinion.
Right.
Because
Okay.
you think you had overcome a little adversity? No, there's more. There's more.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
watched Mission Impossible 2 last week, and it was very painful. Very painful
Yeah,
to watch.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, it's the first film that I watched it with my family, and my oldest son actually got up after 10 minutes and just said, "This film's stupid. It makes my head hurt," and just walked out. And that's the first movie that he's ever walked out of.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay. Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah. It is a bit of a struggle.
yeah.
But the others have been okay. I mean, um, it could have spelled the end for the franchise, that, but they kept going, and actually they've improved quite a bit. But I mean, you do have to leave your brain at the door with them, really, don't you?
Well,
Ye-
after the
I don't know.
first film, after the first film, you don't need your brain. It's not the
Well,
same as the first movie. It's like, well, let's try this formula for the next six. Like, as the more I think about it, if I don't watch it again, I think by the month, MI7 is looking worse in my eyes.
no. Yeah,
Compared
I
to
just did
yeah,
the latest movies. It's an experience to watch them. You don't go to watch for the story. You go to watch for the yeah, the experience. See what Tom Cruise is going to do. The director's a fantastic director. There's always going to be a car chase. They're sponsored by BMW, so that everyone's going to have BMWs in it.
Right.
But it's I really like the last few Mission Impossible movies.
yeah.
I
I
think they were
would
better. They were better than the last few James Bond
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Right.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Because
Mm.
I thought there was promise with Casino Royale, but then after that, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I suppose I'll watch Spectre just because I have the time and it's in my area.
they took a dive, and I just saw that Jason's got some more Battle Action Force comics. Sorry, this is a completely different subject. Yeah, but
Okay.
that
Cool.
sounds pretty cool. Sounds like he's making himself a nice little comic book collection there, and an absolute
Cool.
bargain for £4 for all of them.
All of
Every
Yeah.
them.
time I
Yeah,
look,
that is a bargain.
yeah,
And we have a
I
new
managed to get
person in
one
the
off
chat.
eBay. Oh, new person in the chat.
Yeah, Light Leb 73, who's seen or who liked soundtrack from Mission Impossible 2, and then Gerard O'Connor says, "Is it the movie or something simply Tom Cruise laughing out loud?"
No, so the funnier thing of when I was watching the original MI, after so many, yeah, it's almost 3 decades since I saw it when it originally was released in the theaters. I just couldn't stop laughing because he was, after all that had happened to his team, he was very what we would call overacting or OA in Philippine culture. That's what we say. Oh, you're so OA, you're overacting. he was just apoplectic with all that was going on. I'm just thinking, oh my God, you're a wuss. But the overall film itself was better. So to answer Gerard's question, it was the movie. Like, it's not the espionage thriller that the first one is. The remaining 6 were just purely action flicks. And I don't mind that. I don't mind a good action flick. I mean, I joke with my friends, I'm turning into my grandmother by the month just because the last time I saw her before she got dementia, she was crying for action every time. Like, she'd be sitting in front of the tube with me, and she would go, action, action. Okay, yeah, Grandma, I'm on it. Just because sometimes I just need a stupid action film. Even like watching The Expendables, even as ridiculous as a movie as that, I'm not. I have no illusions about what I expect to get from a series like The Expendables. Just
Yeah,
nonstop.
they're definitely a switch your brain off, and
Yeah,
I couldn't watch those. I started to watch The Expendables. I got about maybe half an hour in, and I had to leave it. I couldn't
the
cope with it
second one
anymore.
was quite good. I thought the
Was it?
second one was quite good. Yeah, and then Van Damme is the bad guy in it, and then you
Oh,
get
okay.
more of Bruce Willis and Schwarzenegger in the second
Okay.
one. But then the third one, I think I saw that once. I think I only made it halfway through the third one. That one was quite bad, and
Oh,
I'm holding no hopes for the new one that's coming out being any better.
oh,
I
I didn't
won't
even
bother
know
with
there
it.
was a new one.
yeah. That I think that was being pressed, and it was funny. I was at my hotel and I cut the cord from cable for a good bit now, and I'm watching commercials, and now I'm reminded why I still don't want to get cable again, just because there are a lot of commercials that are not made for me. And even when
Yeah,
I do ad based services, like before I got YouTube Premium, the same ad over and over and over again. And I'm just, might as well get premium, because even if I flag an ad that's not relevant to what I want, they still show that ad. So might as well get YouTube Premium or run an ad blocker.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see that Jason's managed to pick up 10 damaged dinky cars. And that's pretty good to find those out in the wild now.
I
My
haven't seen
father's got a
Dinky
massive
Cars for
collection of
years.
dinky cars. Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen them for
Yeah.
a long time.
Is Dinky Cars, is that a property from the strictly within the UK?
Yeah, they were around as Jason puts from about the 50s to the early 70s, and
Yeah.
then they went bust, I believe. A lot of their stuff got bought out by Corgi.
I'll have to
So
dig those
yeah,
up.
but if you can find them, they're actually pretty antique, and some of them are worth quite a lot of money. In fact, I've just finishing editing my next, not my next video, but the video after that, which is going to be a dinky catalogue from
Oh,
1967 that I found at my parents' house.
Cool.
So
nice,
look
nice.
forward to seeing that one, guys.
How's your thumb healing up, Si, after your horrific
Um,
injury?
Ooh, okay.
yeah,
Doing
I
all right?
managed to.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what a Dutch cheese slicer does to your thumb when it slips off of the cheese.
Yeah.
I'll put it up. Look, I'll put it up to the camera again and just see. Kind of went
Ooh.
under now.
That doesn't look.
Right.
That doesn't look too bad right now. That doesn't. I
No,
think.
it's quite sore, and I think the fingernail's going to come off. But
Oh.
shit happens.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
fingernail.
I'm
Are
old
they gonna
enough
have
to know
to?
better.
Are they gonna have to
Sorry,
surgically
Tim.
take it out? Is your is your
No,
fingernail gonna have to be taken out via surgery?
no, I don't think so. I think it's going to. It's slowly sort of coming loose. So I'll just cut
Oh
off the
no.
bit that's loose and put
Okay.
plaster over it for a few months. But hey, on other subjects, I did get some pickups this week.
Okay.
Cool.
I managed to get this lovely little Ewok fellow.
Nice.
Low
Oh,
grade.
cool.
Yeah, I might still
I-
have that guy in my room somewhere.
Is that low grade?
This one, yeah, that's low grade. But he's yeah, I don't have his staff, and he's missing his bag. But this was €4. Four
Oh,
euros
cool.
for a vintage thing. And then
Cool.
I picked up this guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, C3PO. But
Nice.
this one's actually, I showed off my other one a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
that's gone silvery. But this one's actually still gold.
Hmm.
And it was sold as one with removable limbs, but it's actually from 1977, so his
Oh,
limbs
wow.
are not
Oh,
removable.
cool.
But he did come with this, which is the
Oh,
little bag.
yeah.
But it's in
Yeah.
perfect condition. It's like it's never been used.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
So I was quite happy to get that. And then I
Yeah,
managed
that's really
to
cool.
also, I got this guy, and he's a bit of a holy grail figure for me.
Oh,
The farm boy Luke.
nice.
He's in a pretty good condition. He's missing a
Yeah.
little bit of paint on his belt there, and in his
Is he missing
hand.
his lightsaber?
And he's missing his lightsaber.
Yeah.
But you know, they're too expensive to get with the lightsaber, and in this one was a fairly reasonable price. And
Yeah.
back in the day, this was like one of the first figures I ever had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I lost my one when I went shopping in Sainsbury's with my mom. So I got it. I got one back
That's
after
cool.
Cool.
40 odd years. Yes.
Yeah, that was my first Star Wars figure was Farm Boy Luke and Vader. They were my two first figures, and I hadn't seen the film at that point.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know what to think
I think
about
I was the same. I had Vader, and then I had X-wing pilot Luke.
Yeah.
I actually found a photo where oh
I'm not
Another-
sure what to make of this. This is probably the low light of my order from Tung Hori, and mainly because the leg doesn't go any far forward than it does go. Like if I bring it back, I can, but it's such a limited range of motion. I'm like not sure how to stand them up. It's not as, and especially with the legs looking skinnier, at least in my mind, it looks like his legs are disproportionately thinner than this guy. This
is that
guy's,
a vintage collection?
yeah, I believe so. I just got him off this site based in Hong Kong. But this guy looks to be fairly proportionate between the arms and the legs, and of course I can stand him up in different ways.
He looks a bit bow-legged. He looks like he's just got off a horse.
Oh, this one or which one? This one or
The one in your right hand.
Okay, yeah, this guy. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right way to stand him up because I have the because I think this is dubbed the Dagobah or Empire Luke. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
this one's clearly Tatooine or
Yeah.
first Star Wars film. But
Cool.
I have a corresponding Darth Vader, so I have them standing up as if they're squaring off.
Okay.
That's a plan.
Let me just I see Gerard's asking a question about toy stores in the Netherlands. Just to answer him, the toy stores over here, well actually Gerard, I think, are you in New Zealand or
Gerard's in Ireland.
you're in Ireland. Oh, sorry. Just for reference, really, the toy stores are about the same as they are in England. So every town has a little toy store, but there's not much in that. They don't do any Star Wars over here or Marvel. It's mainly Lego and Playmobil are the big ones over here. So when I have to get these guys, I have to get them online. There's some quite nice online stores. So, thank you, Andrew.
What was the
And-
photo you were telling us about?
Sorry, again?
What was the photograph you're about to tell us about?
Oh, yeah. I found a photograph of my first ever Star Wars figures. So I think, yeah, with my first ever vehicle as well, which was an X-wing. But I need to find it again, and then I think I'm going to put it in a video at some time.
Yeah, that'd
And
be cool.
but it's kind of really faded. So it was taken on a white cabinet with a white background and a lot of white figures. So it's all sort of burnt a bit white. So it's quite difficult to
Okay.
see what is what. But I think I'm going to do a video covering all my vintage Star Wars figures that I picked up over the last few months, and then I'll probably put that photo in that.
Okay, cool.
So look out for that one.
Nice one. Any other pickups from anyone this week?
Yeah,
I know you've got some stuff, Tim.
Yeah, I have a few that I have that I can show off now that I haven't opened up yet.
There's one that
go
I'm
the
looking
other-
forward to, definitely.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Exciting. Haha.
Look at my face.
While we're waiting
You're
on
scaring
Tim,
puppy.
while we're waiting on Tim, I did pick up my deliveries for the 4K of Equalizer 1 and
These are
1990 Ninja
these
Turtles.
all Return of the Jedi related, and
We can't see you,
Okay.
Tim. We can just see my
Okay.
stupid face.
oh, I'm sorry. Let me get to the
Oh, it
group
looks like
chat.
Light and Love is leaving.
It sounds
Oh.
It's been fun listening
And
to the
then-
chat.
Light and
Hope
Love.
everyone has a great rest of the day.
Thanks so much,
And-
you two. Take care.
And Luke's in the chat now. Luke Reynolds reviews
Oh.
evening chaps, i.e., great
Hey,
to
oh.
see Cy, and
Hey,
travels
oh.
with and more with Jason. Hi, Luke. How are things? And Gerard says it's really amazing how well the vintage Star Wars toys figures hold up after all this time.
Yeah.
And Luke Reynolds is talking to Jason, but I am gonna go solo layout so you can see what I got. I got this week I got the vintage collection Return of the Jedi figure of Moff Gerard.
Okay.
Nice.
And I used to think that this was Michael Caine, but it's not Michael Caine, it's Michael Pennington playing him.
Uh-huh.
And
It would have been awesome if it was Michael Caine.
but Michael Pennington played Oedipus the King in like a videotaped modernized version of Oedipus the King, the Greek myth about the king who killed his father and married his mother. So he ended up having 2 incest children with his mother. So it's the
Okay.
same actor, Michael Pennington, who I used to think was Michael Caine.
Okay.
I saw Oedipus in high school and then later in college.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll always remember Michael Pennington, who I thought was Michael Caine, is Oedipus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen Michael Caine in Star Wars.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Well, I think
Especially you can imagine when the Death Star explodes at the end, and he would have just gone, "No, Darth, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off."
Oh, and Monkeyboy, Luke says something to you. He says, "News for Monkeyboy. I may have just bought the last masked vehicle I'll ever buy."
Oh.
Cryptic. Laughing out loud. And
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
and let's
Let's
see. Travels with Jason. I bet I know what vehicle that is, Luke. If I am right, you lucky lad. And
Is it
then
Volcano, maybe? Hey,
and then
Zantara.
yeah, she says she can't
Hey,
imagine
Zantara.
Michael Caine in a Star Wars movie. Well, Zantara, I thought this was Michael Caine at first, but it's Michael Pennington, who's also British, who I think looks a little. I know when he played Oedipus, he had longer hair, like long curly hair, like Michael Caine does.
Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by, Zantara. It's good to see you. Halloween is approaching. It's not too long now, and I can get the old Night of the Creeps on the scene again.
Hmm.
I'm saving it until then.
Now, during Halloween over there in the UK, is it a big deal over there, or is it only within a certain part of the population, like
It's
like
not
yourself?
it's not as big as it is in the States, but it is fairly big. I mean, it's we do celebrate it, but not as much as in the States. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year. I absolutely love it. You could take all the other holidays away, and I wouldn't notice they were gone probably. But Halloween is the really big one. I can take or leave
Do you,
Christmas, not really bothered. But Halloween is something I really do like. I
you
like
dress
that
up
sort
for
of
it?
time of year. Sorry.
Do you dress up for it?
I used to. I used to go out. I mean, obviously, as a kid, I did, and later as an adult, I sometimes used to put on sort of something horrifying, a gimp mask or something terrifying, and go and sort of wander the streets like a menace. Um, but I haven't done
Oh,
sort of recently. But I do like to sit down with some horror film. The whole Halloween season, really. Um, the run up to Halloween. So, and I'm looking forward to doing some sort of spooky, monstery, sort of nasty videos in the run up to Halloween. I've got some more of the um, McFarlane Tortured Souls video figures to show on video. I've got a few more of those, and I've got some other figures which I'm not going to spoil by mentioning now, but I'm going to be showing those on Halloween as well. So looking forward to that.
are you going to Slime Skeletor?
Um, I don't know. Yeah, I might. We'll see. Um,
Hmm.
Possibly. Fireworks are a big thing for Halloween in Ireland. Unfortunately, it frightens his fur babies. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fireworks for Halloween. That's interesting.
Yeah. Night of the Creeps. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that again. I mean, I own it. I could watch it anytime I want. I bought it because of your recommendations, Antara. Um, I could watch it again sooner if I wanted, but I'm looking forward to saving that one to Halloween for Halloween. I think I'm going to watch Night of the Creeps and The Thing on Halloween. I think, and I might watch The Witch as well because I love that. I think that's really good.
No,
And
I think
travels
you
with
probably just answered Jason's question there.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't. Does he mean general horror films to watch at Halloween, or does he
I
mean
think
like
that's what he
Halloween
means.
horror
I think that's
films?
what he means is best Halloween horror films, and
Yeah. Well, I
Okay,
like to watch something that's cheesy. I like to watch something that's good, and then I like to watch something that's quite creepy, and so that's why I like those three films. Um,
yes,
okay.
Night of the Creeps is very cheesy, but it's really enjoyable. It's great fun, but it's not scary at all. Um,
I think probably when it first came out, it would have scared us as kids because it came out in the '80s, and back then, just
I'm
about
not sure.
anything.
I'm not sure it would
Huh?
have done. There's too much comedy in it.
I've
I
Well,
never
don't
seen it.
remember there being any scary bits in it.
No, I've never seen Night of the Creeps.
Oh, it's worth a watch. It's a really good film. I mean, not in the same sense as The Thing is a good film. I mean, Night of the Creeps is a cheesy, sort of fairly low budget horror, but it's good fun. And if you haven't seen The Witch, I do recommend seeing that.
Okay.
What was that comment from Dean? Sorry,
He's
Tim,
talking about Mask. He picked up
Oh,
5 more
got 5
action
more
figures
figures.
of Mask.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, excellent. I will look forward to that.
Dean, you're supposed to be packing everything away, mate, not buying more figures.
So, what else have you got, Tim? I know you've got something else there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got a couple other things.
Demon. Oh,
Demonetizing.
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 Is what he's talking about. Channels
Mhm.
being demonetizing. Well, I
Yeah,
got
that was really quite a bad thing that happened to all things 80s.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I got
YouTube's, weird.
yeah, I got
Yay. Weequay. Love a bit of Weequay.
So
Are you
Nice.
going to be
more.
opening these figures, Tim?
Yeah, I'll be opening them, and then one I bought off the eBay, and I managed to negotiate a halfway decent price for this one. I got one of the deleted Blu-ray scene figures of Slave Leia, but it's after she's
Yeah.
been liberated and she's in the sandstorm outfit over her bikini.
Sandstorm
okay.
layer. I'd love to have that, but the prices are silly on eBay.
Well, I negotiated a price for it. The prices were like $100. I managed to negotiate the price of $75, and there was tax on it, but the shipping was free, so it was just it was a little bit cheaper, but that was probably about as cheap as I was going to get it if I wanted to get it in
Yeah.
package. But the card is kind of worn out, and it said it was unpunched, but it's been punched, so
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I could hang this up if I wanted to, but I like opening stuff. I'm an
I think you
opener.
should definitely film opening that one.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I mean, it's a great way to get a slave layer if you can't find, one. It's a great way of doing it.
Bit pricey though.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
looking at getting a vintage Yoda, but I found one complete, and it's €160.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm not getting that one.
Yeah, don't get
No.
that one.
Yeah.
But is this a
So,
Kenner original one, or is this the
yeah,
vintage collection one?
no, it's a Kenner original,
Okay,
but it's not
buy.
it's not even in the packet. It's loose. It's a snake. Also I found there's two variants of the snake. There's a brown
Yeah, the
one and an
brown one and
orange
the
one.
orange one.
Yeah, and they're both €65 each. Just loose.
Right.
Just a
You
snake.
might want to
Wow.
track down the retro collection Yoda, because I think that one has about all the same stuff. It's just the coloring on the retro one isn't
Yeah.
as nice
Yeah,
of a color.
I've been looking around trying to find that as well, but that little bugger's pricey as well, because obviously he's on a card, which I would just
Yeah.
rip off because the cards are rubbish.
Yeah.
So some of these figures are quite annoyingly difficult to find at a reasonable price. So
Yeah.
yeah, hey ho.
Oh, look at Puppy.
Yeah, I've got him. I've got him braced with sticks at the moment. Just got him flopping around.
And I still have my Darth Vader plush out, but I haven't cut off any of these tags yet.
Okay. It looks
Yeah,
like he's got a fireman's hat on.
It's just that he's big and fat.
Hang on a sec. I'm gonna get something out.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what else are they saying in the chat? Gregory Bolo do General Jean. That's some,
Hey, Gregory. Hello,
in
man.
Spanish. But he's saying hello,
Hello,
guys.
Gregory.
Much. And then Dean saying, I am, thanks, Gerard. Connor travels and more with Jason. Sai, I will keep an eye out for you for that Yoda.
Oh, thanks, mate. That would be very much appreciated. If you find one, then let me know.
And then travels and more with Jason saying, Dean, I hope next month you get it sorted.
Yeah, me
And-
too. Yeah, they're really hoping that YouTube sort themselves out for next month so that Dean can get his channel back up and running to 100% again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that was shocking that how they dealt with that. I don't believe it was dealt with by a human. I think it was done automatically. I don't believe any of the
Yeah.
responses he got were from a human.
Oh, and
Hey,
Lester's got a little
Darth
Darth Vader doll.
It's not a doll, it's an alarm clock.
Oh, it's an alarm
Oh yeah,
clock.
I see
It looks like
on his stomach.
it looks like a plastic
This is the snooze button.
dolly.
You
Oh.
just got to turn the head a little bit. So I'm gonna.
Excellent.
It's not hard to replace the batteries. I'll just have to get more batteries, and I'll probably deploy it because sometimes the cell phone doesn't go off. But trusty alarm
Oh,
clocks
he's
like
pretty cool.
this.
Yeah.
I had a Batman one, but I ended up giving it to an old coworker because her husband is a Batman fanatic. So
Oh,
Ah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's cool. It's good that you can hit him on the head to snooze it. That's cool.
yep. I thought it was cool, but just because of the facial expression, you may not see it, but it's the eye is one eye is squinting and the other one is
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's doing
Oh, that's
the
weird.
Roger Moore. A raised eyebrow.
Roger Moore.
Cool.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you, and
Okay.
it's time for me to go to beddy byes. So
Oh, okay,
Okay.
so well, thanks for stopping by. Cheers, dude.
Yeah, thanks for
Yep,
coming by,
you're welcome.
Sai.
Thanks for the lovely chat. Have a good one, and I'll maybe catch you next week.
Yeah,
Cool.
and we'll
All right,
keep an
inside. See you later, dude. Take care.
yeah,
See you later.
Bye, puppy.
night. So now there are 3 of us. How do I get?
Here we are.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
that doesn't.
That's all right. However,
That's a. Let me see if I can
I
fix.
like the
no.
I like the tall one because it doesn't show my clutter. I'm still unpacking because I was in Tennessee the week before this past weekend. No, I was in Idaho this past weekend, and then the week before the previous weekend I was in Tennessee. So
yeah.
just unpacking can be a pain just because I had to put things back or things I got to put in certain spots. So I got to pick up the pieces later.
They
And
still make those batteries, Andrew. Yep.
okay.
Oh no, I'm wondering if you start talking about that old style alarm clock. I'm pretty sure you'd have to go to I'm starting to use the term charity shop because I think that's a more fitting term than a thrift shop. It's a different mindset when you say thrift shop versus charity shop. Yeah. Because that's how they get their inventory is people just, hey, I'm not using this. You guys can do what you want with it. Sell it back.
Yeah.
Thrift
Yeah.
store, you're just trying to find a deal. I mean, on one end, yeah, you're kind of doing that personally, but the way it works is someone's got to give it up so they can sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else, Tim? I guess you're just waiting for your parcel today, then.
Yeah, I have 2 parcels coming today.
Cool.
And then Gerard saying, "Fine trio left commanding the screen."
Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
And I don't know why it's looking so dark on my end, in the living room. It's light outside?
But is the sun shining brightly? That's the only question. Like, I suppose you guys can tell from the back of me, my window shows that there's likely sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jason's picked up the Ewok films. Right.
Yep.
Is the word supposed to be booth fair or boot fair? That's interesting. I'm just curious about the terminology, like a boot fair
Yeah,
or
a boot
Yeah,
fair. It's
car
a car
boot.
boot fair.
It's the same thing as
everyone
what we
rocks
have
up.
here. What we have here
Yeah,
in the U.S. is called a flea market. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the British equivalent to a flea market, an American flea market.
yeah. When I was growing up, we would go to a specific spot in town. It was just called the swap meet, and you would have everything under the sun: clothes, toys, even the cheap knockoffs. We didn't care. It's like, yeah, let's get that. Whether it was like toy guns, toy swords, figures.
Yeah.
But I, I take it that's what a flea market would run off as well, right? Because I
Yeah,
heard
it's
the
the
term.
same thing,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. A car boot sale is normally held on a village green or
Okay.
in a school playing field, something like that, and everyone rocks up in their cars and then sells stuff out of their cars, you know?
Right. Oh, that's what my parish was doing. It was like what is it? Trunk sale or something like that. I know that
Yeah.
people would go in their car. They would park their cars in the parish lot, and they would sell stuff out of it. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Often people put up little tables or
Right.
thing or a rug down on the ground and stuff and sell stuff like that. But
Right.
you get everything there. Toys, clothes, you know, power
Yeah.
tools, everything really. Kind of just small bric-a-brac stuff.
I have so much stuff from when my friend was trying to run his e-commerce business. It's like, what am I going to do with this excess stuff? I'm going to try to use it. Am I going to give it to a flea market? I don't know if the products are still good. It's been pretty much 12 years since he handed it off, and I was running the shop for about a good few weeks. We had to sort out some
Okay.
stuff. But the products are pretty old. So I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
going to do with them. They're still in my closet.
Oh,
Just collecting dust. Just money.
yeah. Do
Just like
you think there's any money there, or you know, is it worth selling?
not in my mind. It's like expansion packs for the N64 controllers, but it's a
Right.
very nichey thing. It's very
Yeah.
niche.
Yeah. Okay.
You have
Oh
to
well, Tim, I've
really.
got.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
go on.
you got something? You said you had something, Monkey Boy, you were
Yeah,
starting to say?
I've had a few bits this week coming into the Monkey Boy nest. The first thing I can show you guys is my charity shop. My charity shop finds.
Yeah.
This week I had a bit of a Nicolas Cage theme to my charity shop
Oh boy.
shopping, and I'm aware these next two films are not very good, but I haven't seen them. I have not heard particularly good things, but I thought I'd get them anyway. The first one was Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's funny. I've got the action
You never
figure.
know, man. It could be so
I've got the
bad.
action figure
Yeah.
right here on his motorbike.
Yeah, you showed him last week, didn't you? He was cool.
Yeah, so I just
Yeah, I
have to
liked
show
him.
him off again since
Yeah,
you've
he's
got the
cool.
movie now.
So yeah, I've got the 2-disc extended cut of Ghost Rider. I'm not expecting to be very impressed with it, but nevertheless, I picked that up because it was £1. So
Sure.
you know, what's that? $1.25, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I also got in the same shop Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh, they made another. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it just Nicolas Cage, no Eva Mendes?
I hang on. I don't know. She was in the first one.
Right.
I don't know if she's in the second one.
That's too bad. I think she had promise. I mean, she was in a few movies. Like she was in Training Day.
Yeah. She's quite good.
I don't know what happened to her. I think she's still
No,
making movies. I'm not sure.
well, she's not in this one. And then to round out the Nicolas Cage buying, I picked up a film that I have seen several times, but I didn't actually own, which is Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
Quality film, good stuff. I mean, it's a bit dated now, but yeah, I just thought I'd make it a hat trick of Nicolas Cage films.
Sure.
So yeah, went for that.
And
And then
Gerard
and
O'Connor
then
has a question or has something to say about one of your videos.
oh,
The annuals you have reviewed recently, Monkeyboy, wow, so impressive, both Ghostbusters and Star Wars.
the Ghostbusters annuals are excellent. The real Ghostbusters ones, they're really good. Um, yeah, there's some quality artwork in those, and they're just they're very retro. Really enjoyed those. Yeah, they're good. Andrew's saying the sequel is a bit of a different style of movie, but £2 for both is good. Yeah, well, I hadn't seen either of them, and I'm not really that familiar with Ghost Rider. I mean, I know the story, the backstory of him, but Zantara is saying the second Ghost Rider is surprisingly good, considering it has a bad director, and the first one's not very good. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, as I say, I hadn't seen either of them, so I guess for £1, it's worth a go, isn't it? And then the last thing that I picked up in the charity shop, which is brand new, it's still all wrapped up in the cellophane, is the complete box set of The Office, the UK Office. Now, I did used to own all these, but um, about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe about 3 years ago, I had to go into hospital, and when I was in hospital, someone stole loads of my stuff. I had
Oh,
loads of stuff stolen, toys, DVDs. Um, they took a lot of stuff, and there was a big box of DVDs that I had that was filled with comedy and animation, and the
I'm
whole
sorry,
box.
Monkeyboy.
Well, these things happen. I mean, I was really pissed off about it. I had a box containing all the American Dad series, all the Family Guy, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Office, um, loads of stuff, and the whole box was gone. Um, they didn't take anything that was on the shelves. They took stuff that was in boxes because I had a lot of stuff packed up in boxes ready to move house. And they just took several of the boxes, so I lost loads of Star Wars Black Series figures, loads of DVDs. I still today think, oh, where is such and such, and then I think, oh, that that's been stolen as well. Then, so I'm still discovering things that are missing. I'm fairly sure some of my childhood mask stuff got stolen. I haven't been able to find that anywhere. So I just bought that again because I wanted to have those vehicles. But
Okay, well,
anyway,
looks like Lester saying in the private chat, gotta jet you two. Good conversation as always. So
thanks,
thanks for
Lester.
stopping by, Lester.
hey, thanks for the
Thanks,
time, guys.
man.
I'll probably listen to the rest of the stream while I work.
Okay,
Okay,
dude. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers, man. Bye.
Bye bye.
bye. And let's see what
Um,
else is in the chat right now.
Thought that Ghost Rider was well done, but you could tell they were limited in the budget and how often they could use him. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the next thing that I got, well, let's go with this one. Next thing is a Batman in a hazmat suit. This is Batman from the story The Amazo Virus from the Justice League comics. And I really like the look of this Batman because it's hard to see with the reflection, but he's got a quite a lot of different aspects to his armor, and he's got a face shield on. He's got a clear shield over his face, which looks pretty cool. And this is also the first McFarlane DC figure that has got a light feature. His chest symbol lights up when you press the button on his back, on his backpack. The bat symbol lights up, and this is the first time that McFarlane have used a light feature in any of their figures. Excuse me. So yeah, he was a nice little pickup. I do quite like some of the Batman figures. Not all of them. I don't like the animated series Batman figures or anything like that. I like them to be more realistic looking. But I do have quite a number of them now. So yeah, Batman hazmat suit. No, I didn't get it in a charity shop, Andrew. No. I bought this from a toy dealer local to me. It is brand new in the box. It's never been opened. But I'd love to find this in a charity shop. I'd buy that so fast. But I bought this one anyway. So yeah, quite pleased with him. He doesn't really, for a hazmat suit, he doesn't actually seem that well protected, if I'm honest. He's just got some tubes coming out of his waist and out of his breathing apparatus. But he looks cool. And I got a free gift from the guy when I bought this. The guy sent me a free gift, which I can smell from here, and it's a My Little Pony. He sent me
How come
a
you
My
can
Little Pony.
smell it though?
Because it's quite a scented plastic. I don't know if it's deliberately. I don't know if it's deliberately scented, but it smells. It smells very. It smells like a My Little Pony. They all had quite a strong sort of vinyl smell to them. And he knows that I collect My Little Ponies as well, bizarrely. And so he sent one along, and I don't have this one. Now I think this one is called Peachy or Peaches. I can't remember which one. Now normally you see the design on the back side of the pony. Normally that design has some bearing or some relation to their name. So for example, I've got one called Bow Tie, and she's got lots of bows on her bum. I've got another one called Snowflake, for example, and that pony has got snowflakes all over her bum. Now this one is called Peachy or Peaches, but for some reason has got hearts all over her bum instead of peaches. I don't know why, but anyway, that was a nice little surprise that the guy threw in, because it's just a joke really, because he finds it quite funny that I collect My Little Ponies as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask if that pony's name was Applejack, because I know one of the first ones was shown in the cartoon was a pony named Applejack.
Yep, I have Applejack. Yep, I've got that.
So I thought that was Applejack.
No, this one isn't. No, this is Peachy or Peaches. So this is probably. I mean, I haven't got loads of them. I mean, I think this is the 8th one I've got now. I mean, I'm not interested in collecting all of them, but I like the first sort of the G1. This is a vintage one. This
Yeah,
is from
that's
let's have a look. This is from 1982, I think. Let me just put my
Yeah.
glasses on. I think it's
I think it was
1982.
yeah, I think it was like 82 to 87 that the cartoon was on, or maybe it was
But yeah,
88 or
I really
89.
only collect the G1 ponies. Really, you can tell sometimes what they are. There are two kinds of ponies available. These ones have got the concave feet, and there are ones with flat feet as well. Now, the ones with flat feet often fall over, but when the very first ones that came out had flat feet, and then when they discovered that they were falling over all the time, they gave them concave feet, which actually made them more stable. So anyway, yeah, there was that.
Yeah,
And then the last,
Andrew, Skeletor got beat up, I think, by one.
yeah, Skeletor's been bitten by them before. Yeah, they don't seem to like him.
But Soda Cauldron said, asking, didn't they come with a comb for their hair?
Yeah, they generally came with a comb or a brush. Yeah. Yes, Santaro, I suppose peaches are heart-shaped. Yeah. Um, it's the only one that I've got where the design on their arse doesn't match their name. Hello, Kat. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just showing some bits off at the moment, Kat. That's why you can only see me.
Yeah, you can see me now, Cat, too.
There's Tim.
Yeah, so
And I've got one more figure that came this week, which I was really pleased to get. And it is a Toys R Us exclusive Ghostbusters 2 Phantom Terror Dog. Now you can't really see very well because of the reflection of my screen on it. I can't really get a good angle to show you, but this figure is cast in translucent sort of grey plastic. It's not very apparent on camera, but if you shine a light sort of against him, he's translucent, and he looks really cool. This is the Diamond Select one. It's in a nice big chunky package, which I quite like. And this one will be hanging on the wall once I get some more hooks to use. I'm going to hang this on the wall. So that was the last item that I got this week. And that's all I've. Oh no, I tell a lie. Sorry, I tell a lie. There is one more thing here. I also got from the same guy that gave me the Batman, or that sold me the Batman and gave me the My Little Pony. I also got an Orko figure. Now I think this is. It's hard to tell. It's difficult to read what it says on the bottom. Hang on. I think this is I think it's Mattel. Yes, it's Mattel, and it's. Oh, I can't see the date because it's too small. But it is an articulated figure of Orko, and he's the stand that comes with him is this sort of green smoky effect. It looks better in real life than it does on the camera. It looks a bit dark green, but it's actually a very light green, and that's the stand for him. But it's Orko. The only thing that he was missing his magic wand.
okay.
But I can probably make one of those, or find one, or just use something else. I'm not too worried about it. I got him for a good price.
Okay.
So he lives on top of my fridge now with various other random figures that I've got. And so yes, that's the last thing that I got this week.
And Gerard O'Connor's asking, for some reason that Pretty Pony made me think of Care Bears, maybe due to her tattooed backside. Did Care Bears have a toy line or just soft plushies? I remember there
No,
being
they did have a
both,
toy line.
Gerard.
They did
There was
have
a toy line and the plushies.
Yeah.
Andrew, all right. At Soda Cauldron, have you had your Dr. Pepper yet? Apologies.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yes. That's Cat and
Yeah, Soda, if you're still there, tell us whether you've had a Dr. Pepper yet.
yeah,
This
but Travels
is the
More
burning question. The burning question of the day.
Travels and More with Jason says old bonehead always getting beaten up by the ponies.
Yeah.
And Tara, so I assume then that you have a boy monkey tattooed on your rump. And Soda Cauldron says, I have indeed cherry coke mixed with
Excellent.
Ribena.
Ribena. Excellent.
Very tasty.
Well done, Soda. Good job.
And
Good.
Kat says she liked the Orko figure the most. And Gerard O'Connor says Orko rules. And then Kat says, but he looks bigger than he is.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it's probably about a 4 inch, maybe 5 inch figure. It's hard to tell, really. I'm not quite sure what line it comes from. His clothes are soft. The robe that he's got is soft and squishy, and his hat is soft and stuff as well. And he's got his scarf thing is soft. So it's all a very soft vinyl type thing. But his arms are articulated, and his wrists, his head moves, his waist moves. So he's quite for what it looks like a statue, but it is actually an articulated figure. And I quite like Orko. I think he's quite sweet. So yeah, I just picked him up as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrews says, Soda Cauldron, well done. Glad you liked it. Will it make the regular rotation of drinks? And Kat says, I don't like cherry in drinks, but I do in cakes and pies, for example.
Okay.
And Gerard O'Connor says, I like Chardonnay, and he has a little laughing face emoji. So I will get this. Okay, let me there we go. I'm going to turn on light because I look a little bit dark on my screen for some reason. So, okay, now I'm happy. I don't look as dark on my screen now.
You're not drinking Dr. Pepper tonight then, Tim?
I've got Dr. Pepper. It's just I wasn't drinking it yet. Well, I was drinking some of it, but I need to pour more out here. Yeah, I just need to get more out of the can. And let's see, Kat saying, this live has lots of laughs. I love it. And so did Cauldron says, Orko looks weird under his stupid hat.
Yeah,
and
he
then
does look
Kat
weird.
says, Dr. Pepper is not available in my country.
Oh, you're joking.
And then
that's outrageous.
Kat's agreeing with you, Soda, that Orko looks stupid under his hat. So
I can't believe they haven't got Dr. Pepper in Serbia. That's outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
Mm.
Tim's got his DP on the scene.
My DP?
Yeah, your Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Yeah, good work. So have you been up to anything exciting this week, Tim? Done anything?
No, not a whole lot, but my mom's turning 80 at the end of this week, so I'm going over to my brother's house for my mom's 80th birthday celebration. Nice. We're going to have barbecue. My brother from Burbank will be home with his girlfriend, and then my sister and her husband will be home visiting.
Oh, that's nice. Cool.
And Gerard's asking, so guys, any interest in the new Giant Man coming from Hasbro Legends? No, I'm not interested in that. And I'm not
Not
impressed
really,
with
no.
a lot of the new toys that they have out or that they just announced. Andrew, new business opportunity. Smuggled Dr. Pepper into new countries. And Andrew, Gerard O'Connor, pass on Giant Man, still wanting on my Hiss tank.
Oh, he's still waiting for his tank. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some people didn't like that Hiss tank and were calling it a piss tank, but they were so mad.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't land very well, did it?
Gerard O'Connor, wow, oh, what a powerful age.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, happy
What is
birthday
he?
to he's talking about your mom.
Yeah, well, she's just turning 80. One of my brothers just turned 48, and I turned 46 over the summer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll be turning 46 pretty soon. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Happy birthday to Mrs. Hayes.
Nice to see Stickface make an appearance on Skelly Talk. Yeah, that was kind of nice. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah, Stickface. Stickface is actually the guardian of my loose toy collection.
yeah, but isn't the head one of the guys from the A Team?
Yeah, Face. That's why he's called Stickface.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I do have a complete figure of him. But for some reason, over the years, I lost the body from my childhood Face. I don't know where it went. I only had his head left, so I put it on a stick and called it Stickface. Um, Dr. Pepper isn't available in North Korea and Thailand. Oh, okay. Oh, so if Dean's still watching, can you confirm that you are unable to get Dr. Pepper in Thailand? That's a bloody shame. I must say I was never into GI Joe or Action Force. I had a couple. Oh, Dean's confirming that Thailand doesn't have Dr. Pepper. That is outrageous.
Well,
Oh
doesn't
no.
Thailand have what's called grape knee high, or is that just in some other parts of other Asian countries?
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
I live in the United States. Xantar is saying somewhere there was a thief with the stolen box of comedy DVDs pulling out a headless face figure and wondering what it is. And
Yeah,
then,
maybe.
oh,
Maybe.
oh, you mean Dean? Yeah, Dean is in Thailand.
Well,
But
currently Dean's in New York, but he will be in Thailand soon.
yeah, he's a Scottish man living in Thailand. Or is going to be living in Thailand since he married a woman from Thailand, but he's been living in New York as well. What was it you
Oh,
saw in Thailand, Jason?
he may have seen Dr. Pepper. I suppose perhaps
Okay.
they maybe import it, in some import stores. Maybe I don't know.
So Dean will hopefully be there in the next few months.
Yeah,
I thought he was there since Travels More with Jason had been there, and they were
yeah.
they
No,
were
Dean
there.
came back to sort out all his affairs and
Okay.
pack up and that sort of thing. Get all his collection safely packed away. Andrew's saying he mostly got back into G.I. Joe because the YouTube community is so great. Okay. He's saying he was more a Star Wars guy growing up. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was more
G.I.
Star Wars
Joe's-
guy, even though that was
Uh,
something that my brothers had more of, but I had a little bit of G.I. Joe, but two of my 4 older brothers that had G.I. Joes.
right. Tunnel Ray is a superb classified
He
figure.
means
Okay.
Tunnel Rat.
Oh, Tunnel Rat. Yeah. Okay. Soda says he has them all mint on card, including the very attractive Amy figure. Wow, so he's got the A-Team figures on card. Wow. They are very, very hard to get on card now, especially in good condition. I'd love to have them on card. And he's
Oh, I
got the
didn't know
Amy figure. They didn't make
I
many
didn't.
of those Amy figures.
Yeah, but I didn't know Mr. T had ever been on different strokes. I remember I think it was like Silver Spoons he had guest starred on, but I don't remember him ever being on any episodes of different strokes.
No, I don't remember either.
Dean saying it could be an import store. I did get some Earn Brew from an import section at a supermarket.
Yeah.
And Travels with Jason must be a different drink I saw. Well, maybe they had Mr. Pibb or Tab. And Kat says, I also want to say how it's stupid that you need visa only for visit. I mean, I want to visit US and UK, so it sucks waiting for a visa for only visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gotten too political here in probably the past decade or so, Kat. It's just the politics have just gotten ridiculous here.
Yeah. And things are difficult for us in the UK now since Brexit. So now we need all sorts of stuff and documents and stuff now to travel within Europe. So yeah, the movement isn't as free as it was a few years ago, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, you probably saw the Dr. Pepper in an import store. Um, let me pull up my screen again and see. I'm not sure how much of a lag my screen has got today. Yeah, mine's really quite far behind. Okay. Andrew's saying he's not sure why BA kept drinking those glasses of milk. He had to know they weren't just plain glasses. Well, yeah, I mean, they used several tactics to knock him out, didn't they? He got wise to some of them. I mean, I think on a couple of occasions he was literally knocked out. They punched him in the face. Oh, Soda's saying, oh, I think he's talking about the Different Strokes episode. He said that Mr. T he dressed up as someone dressed up as Mr. T to impress a girl, and then Mr. T teaches him the importance of just being yourself. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, and Gerard says important discount stores are everywhere now. And then Kat says, that's why I don't like politics, by the way. I have British Facebook friend that lives in Paris, and he kept talking about Brexit.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to be on Twitter then, Kat, because Twitter has gotten really political, and it's gotten to a big political war on there. It's worse on there than Facebook, and then Instagram seems to be having that problem that Facebook has, where I keep getting these like spammers that'll keep private messaging you these weird messages.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Andrew, I think it was Arnold, Gary Coleman character dressed up as Mr. T on the show. Probably Andrew. Show. Yeah. Twitter is a dark place. Well, it seemed to be mainly just a social media site at first, like MySpace, where it was to promote things. But it devolved into like a political place, and everybody just had to have an opinion on there and just had to post their opinions. Well, Soda Cauldron, the thing was, it was just when he bought it, Elon bought it, it seemed that people that kept getting kicked off of there because of their because they were more conservative, were getting back on there, but then there were still some people were getting booted there just for making jokes or things. But
well, I really only use Twitter to promote the channels. I mean, occasionally I'll message someone on there, privately, but most of the time I just use it for promotion.
And
Yeah,
Kat says,
I mean,
she uses it to talk to Monkeyboy and Shaneology. That's all. Who's Shaneology?
Shaneology is another YouTube channel. The guy makes videos. He dresses up as Skeletor, and he does reaction videos a lot. Oh, thank you, Gerard. Cheers, man.
Yeah, and I'm going to turn on some music since this is a chill stream, and I can have background music.
Okay.
That's dance pop, but I don't. That's all weird. I'm going to put it back to the acoustic cinematic.
Can you alter the volume of it?
Yeah, I can turn it down, and I can turn it up.
Don't turn it up.
And let's see, what else do we have? Andrew, I got booted off Twitter permanently in December. I don't know why. They said misinformation spam, but I only tweeted about comics and toys, so I left. Yeah, it gets weird on there at times. And Soda Cauldron saying, yes, it was Arnold who dressed up as T. I loved him as Clubbed Lang. And Gerard O'Connor is giving the 3 emojis laughing faces. And then Travels and More with Jason. I am the same Monkeyboy. Only use it for the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't like that music. There's different types of music.
I think it's a bit loud, Tim. It's quite distracting. That's quite relaxing.
Okay.
Isn't it? That's quite nice.
Well, that's daydreaming music.
I didn't know you could have music on StreamYard. I've never heard anyone doing it before.
Yeah, my friend Stephen Otten goes by the screen name Deleted Scenes. He had done a chill stream, and when he always at the start of his, he this is the music he plays. It says night driving.
Okay. That's
But
all
he
right.
doesn't.
That's
He doesn't
okay.
play that for very long. He'll just play it start of his Sunday night chill streams. He does a chill stream show on Sunday nights called The Other Side of Midnight.
Okay.
But I don't think he does it as much with thumping sounds.
Right.
So I'll turn that off and I will go back to the comments. And let's see. Junkyard Dog being related to Mr. T possible lol. And Cat. Both of you are chill as well, Tim and Monkeyboy. This music is so relaxing. Now I'm on Blue Sky and Mastodon. Yeah, Mastodon I don't think is going to last. I've heard that people that have tried going to Mastodon, they're not even happy there. People that left their Twitter for Mastodon just complain. So, and then there's something that's like fake. That's like Twitter and Instagram called Threads, but I think that one's doing worse.
What's Mastodon? Is it
it's
a
like
streaming?
Twitter. It's a social media site. It's like Twitter, but a bunch of like more liberal people that were all PO'd that Elon Musk was letting all these conservatives back onto Twitter had a hissy fit and then moved over to Mastodon, but then they started complaining about the posts on there.
Okay.
But I think the person running that told them just to shut up.
Right.
I'm not on that site.
Jason's
night
off.
All night. My internet is being a pain, so I'm off. Have a fun evening, all. Okay, good night,
Thanks,
Jason.
Thanks, man. Thanks for dropping in.
And he says, "Thanks, Gerard." And then Gerard saying, "Alexia lay Slipknot, laughing out loud."
Alexa play Slipknot.
Yeah. And Andrew travels and more with Jason. Have a good night, and hopefully better internet tomorrow. And Gerard saying, "Play." Or he meant Alexia play Slipknot. That's lol. Yeah. That's what he meant to say. And travels and more with Jason. Maybe when I get up, my video will be loaded. Maybe. And he said,
sounds like you're having a real pain with that.
More with Jason, night all. And Gerard O'Connor, Jason, first world problems.
Yeah.
Unless he means third world problems.
No, I think he means first world problems.
Okay. So what have you been doing, Monkeyboy? You're still playing the drums at this church?
Yeah, I'm still doing that. It is what it is, you know. It's not my type of thing, really. I only do it because the people need a drummer. That's the only reason I'm doing it. I wouldn't be going otherwise, I don't think. But yeah, that's something that, you know, gets me out of the house, gives me something to do. This week I've been doing a few more videos. I've in a couple of weeks' time, Luke from Reynolds Reviews and I will be doing a video together. So I shot the footage for that this week. And yeah, just doing the normal channel stuff, really. Haven't really done anything exciting. I'm planning on going into Norwich City on Friday to maybe go and have a look in some shops for some toys and stuff. But yeah, nothing very exciting, I'm afraid.
Okay, and
All
yeah, I'm
fairly
still
mundane stuff. I made a blackberry and blueberry crumble today.
okay. Did you eat it
That's
yet?
nope, nope,
Okay, and
haven't eaten it yet.
I'm checking a tracking number on one of my parcels. It looks like between 2:15 and 3:15 is expected delivery.
Well, it's already 2:30 where you are, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2:30 now, so it could come anytime between now and 3:15, but if it doesn't, then they should give me another time. Andrew, either of you gents into sports that eats up some time? No, but my mom has baseball on.
Okay.
Soda Cauldron, I live in the countryside, only got internet above 1.5 Mbps last year. Game changer. Used to wait 3 days for a movie to download. Now it's in minutes. Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
And Gerard O'Connor, music is life through Monkeyboy, spreading energy out there in a positive way. I wrote a new riff on guitar last night, and I felt great. Accessing that flow state is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. I've accessed flow state a couple of times. It hasn't happened very often for me because I'm not really that musical, but I know what you mean. Sometimes when you do get that flowing through you, it can be good. I have experienced that before. It is really good.
so Soda Cauldron, are you in the U.S. or are you in the another part of the world?
Yeah,
Is he
where are
in
you,
you?
Soda? I thought Soda was in the UK, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, are you in the UK as well, Soda Cauldron, or are you in the U.S.? Because slow internet speed reminds me of having AT&T internet, which was slow, and then we get digital cable, and then it's actually fast.
Yeah, it's a game changer really when you've got fast internet. Um,
Okay, so you're in Northern
oh, okay.
Ireland.
So Soda and Gerard are on the same island, as it were. Yeah, yeah. It's quite an unusual thing. I mean, I'd heard people talking about it, and I'd never experienced it. And then, occasionally I have been able to sort of access that sort of state, which is quite unusual. Obviously, some people can do it all the time, um, but not for me, sadly. Very, very rarely has that happened.
Yeah, I know Michael French. I think where he's at in Atlanta, Georgia. I think it's like a few years ago. I remember he said he had to have AT&T internet because there it's just the exact opposite as it is on the West Coast, where it would be slower here. But if he wanted to do like a live stream, AT&T was faster there.
Oh, okay.
And Gerard O'Connor saying, so slow internet. What about when Skynet shuts it down? What will do? Laughing out loud.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, it will only take the power grids to go down for a day, and we're all stuffed, aren't we?
Oh, you mean what will we do? Laughing out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what will we do.
It seems like your knee has made an appearance, Tim.
Oh, it has? Oh,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
so. Yeah,
I got my legs
that was cool.
stretched out.
Wow,
And let's
I wish
see.
I wish I could get my knee up in the air like that.
I got a desk here that I could lay my legs on. And Andrew saying, I will play with my toys as always. Yeah, even us adults like to play with our toys.
I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Gerard saying, I what? I don't understand, Gerard. I, ha ha. You're saying, I, ha ha ha.
Let's see if I can pull up the chat on my screen here.
So, guys, how many streams so far? I unfortunately missed a few in the beginning. I don't really know, maybe 5 or 6. I know one, I did a test one week sometime back. It was just the two of us. And then
Yeah, that's
I know. Oh, where'd you go?
okay. Are you
Oh,
still there?
Monkeyboy. Yeah, you dropped out for a second. You
Yeah, you too.
disappeared.
Yeah, everything went for a moment. I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
something
don't know
weird.
I don't know how many streams you've done. It might be worth going back and counting them, Tim, and then putting a number on them so we know what number it is. That might be an idea. Because this must be number 5 or 6, mustn't it?
Yeah, Gerard, it's okay. No worries. So now it's just a panel of the two of us. So I got us all big now.
Yep. Oh, I like it like that. That's quite good.
Yeah, my mom's still watching baseball in the background. And I don't know if I've ever showed you this toy I bought off of Amazon Prime. It's a little liquid timer. See,
Down a bit. Down a bit.
You turn it over and...
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it used to be like in the 80s and 90s, there would always be these specialty shops in the shopping mall that would sell these, but now I could buy these really cheap off of Amazon. I've got another one in my room that's green, but the little colored things don't get as big on the green one.
Oh, yeah, I had a green one.
And then I just turn it over.
Mine had 3 spirals though, not it had.
Yeah,
I think
I think they used to have 3 spirals, but those were too expensive, so they started making these a little bit cheaper, like this. I think these were more for since somebody like me who's mildly autistic, I think they started making these just for autistic people, just to look at for fun. And Soda Cauldron. No, I'm not really into athletic Soda Cauldron. It's just I'm not really that well coordinated. My brothers were more into sports. But and let's see. Awesome part of Emerald Isle soda. Oh yeah. Waterfalls, I think what they were called here in the US, Dean, but this is just like a cheap. I think they used to call these like egg timers, but they used to have more of a winding staircase that the colored little liquid bubbles could fall down.
Oh, Zantara's saying that she thinks this is number 7. Thank you,
Yeah,
Zantara.
yeah, Xantara. I did had to do one on Facebook though because I was having trouble one week.
Maybe see if you can put the numbers on them, Tim, so that we know what number we're on each week, because I won't remember. Oh,
Nah,
the Darth Vader toothpick dispenser. Yeah, I've seen that. It's really good. It's very good. Yeah, I like that. Soda's been searching for the Tomy waterfalls. Played with the dolphin one for hours. Oh yeah, is that the one where you had to get the hoops over the dolphin's head?
I think you had to get him like over its little beak thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it was in the 90s they brought back waterfalls and then little pocketfuls where it wasn't the water ones, it was just little plastic things with the little metal marbles in them. But I think it was Milton Bradley by then that was making them in the 90s. But I think Milton Bradley was just became part of Hasbro by then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's see. Correction, this is probably Chillstream number 8. And
Really? I don't think we've done that many,
indeed,
have we?
GC, we live in a stunning part of the world, although, well, as Kermit says, it's not easy being green. And I think,
Could this really be number 8? I don't think it could be number 8, surely. That seems too
well,
many.
we did one week where early on where it was just a test live stream because I had never live streamed before. And then
Yeah.
we did one on Facebook because I couldn't get it to work on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Oh.
So, have you ever? What time is it now?
No, I was going to say, what time was your? Did you want to stop for your other live stream?
Well, that's not till like 4 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Have you ever watched It's Chad before?
No, but it rings a bell. What is it?
I think he's just he might be just another toy collector. I'm not sure.
The name rings a bell.
Gerard O'Connor, turns out there ain't no freaking gold at the end of the rainbow after all, Soda. And Soda Cauldron, yes, it was more of a very long-nosed dolphin. It and the Galaxy Invader 1000 were my backseat time killer in the car. And Xantara, well, if I'm right, and the first one was in last Wednesday in July, you have not missed a week. That makes this 8. There were 5 Wednesdays in August.
Wow. Okay.
And then Andrew, I have
Santara's on the ball. I think if we need a producer, maybe we should ask Santara because she's on it.
And
she's Andrew,
It's Chad does a bunch of G.I. Joe content. I've only seen a few videos.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would appeal to me. I really don't. I've never been into G.I. Joe. I think I had a couple of Action Force figures when I was younger, but for me it was all about Star Wars and He-Man. I was never into the military stuff. Didn't really appeal to me.
Well, Tony Roberts of Analog Toys was in the military, so he's always been into Action Man and Action Force and G.I. Joe, and Michael French is all into World War II stuff, so Michael likes G.I. Joe, but Michael was never in the military.
No, I mean, I can understand why people do like it, but I just never was into it. I had an Action Man with various different outfits and stuff. But no, for me it was all He-Man and Star Wars.
Yeah,
Action Man's pretty cool.
well, Action Man and Action Force are just the British equivalent to G.I. Joe. It's just what they call
Yeah.
G.I. Joe
Yeah.
in the UK. But they just changed the names of a bunch of them, and then they changed the story, but then they gave an explanation to how Baron Ironblood became Cobra Commander, but they pretty much stuck to the comic books where Scarlet and Snake Eyes are a couple instead of Duke and Scarlet, like in the cartoon.
Okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that Baron Ironblood and Cobra Commander were the same thing.
Yeah, I think they're the same. I think they gave an explanation in the British comic that he turned, that he became Cobra Commander later on.
Oh, okay. Right.
Gerard O'Connor, I liked weird stuff like the Galaxy Rangers. Yeah, we didn't have that here, but
they're expensive now. Oof.
I think Michael French did get a bunch of those. Somebody gave those.
Yeah.
Gave him a bunch of those.
I think I remember him opening those on a live stream once. Someone sent them, I think.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of action figures I haven't opened up from last month. I got the Super 7 reaction version of the cartoon version of Scarlet. I got this on sale on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. That's cool.
And they show on the back just like the old Hasbro.
All right, okay.
This is sticking to the cartoon because the original action figure, she just had the short hair. She didn't have the ponytail. The cartoon, she had the ponytail.
Oh,
Andrews. Huh?
I missed that.
What were you saying?
Oh. I'll find it on here. That's okay.
You are correct, Tim.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Baron Ironblood, I think, and Cobra Commander. And Andrew, I had a few of the UK comics from Marvel. I liked the oversized nature of them. I had some Action Man, I had some Transformers. They mostly were reprints, but some original stuff. And then Soda Cauldron Sen, I had Storm Shadow, but only because he was a ninja. Watched Ninja 3, The Domination as a kid and loved it. Rewatched it over lockdown, and it really was awful. Storm Shadow Complete is hard to find, and
I do like ninjas.
Andrew, I had a few issues of Toxic the comic. I liked Pat Mills and Kevin O'Neill. Oh, do you mean the Toxic Avenger and Toxic Crusader, Andrew? Is that what you mean by toxic? I don't know what you mean by toxic unless you mean toxy.
Toxic. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah,
there was Lloyd Kaufman who made the Tromaville movies like Toxic Crusader and Tromeo and Juliet and Poultrygeist, and then he did in late 80s, early 90s, he did the cartoon series called The Toxic Crusaders, and there was the action figure line.
Have you seen Poultrygeist?
No, but it's got a cool theme song on it. It goes, "It's Poultrygeist, we're all gonna die tonight."
I think I need to see Poultrygeist. That's fantastic.
Gerard O'Connor, I got a Galaxy Ranger, and then the horses one by one. Every time I got a haircut as a youth, anything to shut me up, I guess. Yeah, here in the U.S., My mom would take us to get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven whenever we got a haircut. Oh,
Can't
Gerard's
remember the last
asking
time I cut
favorite
my hair. I think it must be about 2 or 3 years ago.
favorite ninja movies. I don't know.
Ooh.
Isn't Cynthia Rodrock? Aren't her movies like ninja movies, kind of?
Well, not
They,
really. You mean the China O'Brien ones?
yeah, like Lady Dragon, or is that just
Oh,
martial arts?
I haven't seen that. No. Probably my favorite ninja movie is American Ninja. I love that. Love a bit of Michael Dudikoff. Okay, Toxic was a British comic book created by Pat Mills and Kevin O'Neill. Pat Mills was involved with creating 2000 AD.
Yeah,
So it was a
I've never
comic.
lived in the UK, so I'm not familiar.
Right.
Turtles,
Titles.
yeah. Yeah,
Titles.
I heard in the UK it was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, so they couldn't
That's
say
correct.
ninja in the
That's
UK.
correct.
And
And they
Michael
also
French,
cut out all the scenes where Michelangelo was using his nunchucks, because
yeah,
nunchucks
Michael French
considered an
has,
offensive weapon.
yeah, Michael French has the Hero Turtles T-shirt, or he did when he was a young kid living in the
Hmm.
UK when his dad had to move there for a job.
Yeah, and they had to change the theme song to the cartoon as well.
Yeah, I'm not really into the ninja movies. Snap, Monkeyboy, great minds think alike.
Oh, I love American Ninja. That was such a good film. Um, I might have to try and get that on DVD because I haven't seen that since I was about, I don't know, 15 or something. But I remember seeing it when I was very young, and absolutely loving it. And that fight at the end when they're sort of in that sort of knee deep pool, and he's fighting the head ninja, the guy with the thing on his cheek. Um, yeah, that was cool. Great film.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check that tracking number again, see if my mail has come yet. Is if I get my mail sometime soon, I'll do an unboxing. Oh, Gerard O'Connor, if one was to watch back the animated Turtles, the production quality is so poor, so many errors. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was not something I was really that into. I mean, a bunch of other people were in my neighborhood, but it seemed like all the younger kids in my neighborhood were more into that. Because by the time that was really popular, I was 10 years old, and even though I was still playing with toys at 10, Ninja Turtles was not a toy line I was happy with, and the cartoon just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other people online that are 2 or 3 years younger than me that were really into it, and I know Michael French is more into the original comic book, which was back in '85. I think the comic book came out. And that was
Hmm.
long before there was a cartoon or even a toy line.
Yeah. Well, the comic was quite violent.
Yeah, and my tracking number is still saying between 215 and 315, so hopefully it's my regular mail person delivering the mail. I have a lady that delivers it, and usually when she delivers it, I'm getting packages, she'll bring it up to the house, unless it's something that can fit into the mailbox. Gerard O'Connor, yeah, Tim, I always hated that kid that had all the Turtles toys too. Yeah, it was just something I could not get into. I could
It's a
get
toy.
in,
That's the next toy line I'm going to probably go for is Turtles because I don't own any. I had stopped playing with toys by the time Turtles came out, just about. So I don't think I had any. I may have had one. I may have had Leonardo, but that's it. I wasn't really into them as such, but I'd like to get them now. I've got some good news, Tim.
Yeah.
Last
What?
night, last night Skeletor reached 200 subscribers,
Yeah, I saw that.
so that's pretty cool. I was
I'm
hoping to get there
surprised.
before
Yeah.
Halloween, so I'm pleased to have reached that number.
Yeah, I'm surprised he manages to be so mean.
Well, that's Skeletor, you know. That's how he is. Yeah,
Let's see. They're talking a
people
little
would
bit more.
complain if he was too nice.
Gerard O'Connor, isn't there similarities or nods to Daredevil within the Turtles?
Yeah, yeah. Because in Daredevil, the bad guys are they called um are they called the Hand or something?
I don't know, but that one female character from Daredevil comics, Elektra, I think she's got like the little ninja swords like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had.
Yeah, she uses Psy. Yeah, yeah. And I've got a feeling that the in Daredevil the bad guys are called the Hand, and in Turtles they're called the Foot.
Yeah, but I
I
noticed
think.
on the cartoon
Thanks,
Ninja
Andrew.
Turtles, yeah, on the cartoon it was the Foot Clan, but at first they were actual people, but then after that they made them, and it was just robots.
Yeah, because they wanted to be able to actually destroy them, so they turned them into robots.
Yeah, I guess it was something to do with violence on TV.
Yeah, yeah,
90s movie is amazing. The two that came after, very disappointing.
yeah,
Yes, to Daredevil, he fights the Hand, Turtles fight the Foot. Yeah, the Foot
yeah.
Clan. And Gerard O'Connor, I shall not congratulate Bubblegum on this milestone. What's he talking about?
Bubblegum is Gerard O'Connor's um, term of endearment, I suppose you could call it, for Skeletor.
Okay. Oh, and
Um,
Splinter and his stick are the teachers.
uh-huh. Yeah, there are a lot of similarities between Daredevil and Turtles. I guess that's, I guess that was the inspiration for Turtles, really. You all right there, Tim?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Facebook for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nick Barnaby is commenting on one of Michael French's posts,
Oh, okay.
and Michael's laughing at it. I guess Action Pop Dad was just being funny. So, yeah, I still haven't gotten my mail yet. But I guess it's just a slow week this week. We haven't had as many people here today. Soda Cauldron, 200 subs is fantastic. Well done. Yeah, I think it was
Thank you.
201 subs he had as of early this morning, my time.
Yeah.
Gerard O'Connor, plagiarism, one might say, some mofo somewhere is guilty, laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Is that a new tattoo on your arm? I haven't seen that tattoo before.
What? This one here?
Yeah, is that
No,
new?
that's been there years.
Okay, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. No, I've had that one a long time. I've had all mine a long time, to be honest.
Yeah, I
I
know.
started getting tattoos when I was 18.
Oh, I thought you still were getting them.
Well, I am in theory. I mean, I haven't had any for a long time. But I've got my next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got my next 5 planned, so I know what my next 5 are going to be.
Yeah, and Soda Cauldron saying anyone watch those crazy black and white serialized shows like King of the Rocket Men always ended with a cliffhanger to keep you watching the following week. Yes, when my dad was alive and he was a kid, they would show those like at a Saturday matinee in a movie theater for kids where it was I think it was either before TV or just in the early days of TV. That would be like Saturday morning cartoons for kids where they would go to the movie theater every week and watch a bunch of those. And then they'd come back each week for another one. It was Commando Cody or Commander Cody, I think was the name of the character who was the king of the Rocket Man.
I'm not familiar with that.
This was really old. It's before your time, my time. This was something in my parents' and grandparents' time, like the old black and white Flash Gordon movies. They were like serialized,
Okay.
where it would be like a long. It would be, I don't know. It would be like maybe half hour to an hour long movie they would show.
Okay.
Then you'd come back next Saturday to the movie theater to watch the next part. Gerard O'Connor, wow, so funny, Tim. That's the universe right there. Can't believe you mentioned tattoos. I got Milhouse from The Simpsons tattoo today. Not even joking. Well, I'll believe it because toy collectors, Universal Toy Collector gets tattoos too, like Monkeyboy does.
Where is your Millhouse tattoo? Please tell me it's on your ass.
Soda Cauldron, they were rerun on TV here before The Littlest Hobo I got up early in the 80s.
Oh, The Littlest Hobo. That was brilliant. Oh, that was
I
such a
think
good
that was
show.
like a Canadian like kid show where it was just a little. I think it was like a German Shepherd that just wandered from place to place.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm not sure what the variety of dog was. I know
I thought I read.
the dog's name was London,
I thought I
not in
read
the
it was
show, in real life.
I thought I read it was a German Shepherd though. Gerard
I
O'Connor.
don't remember.
I'm pretty much covered with ink now, so anything goes really. Yeah, and I know Action Pop Dad has a lot of tattoos.
Yeah. Well, they're so
But
addictive. That's the problem.
his tattoos usually will only show up when he's wearing it like a tank top. I think mainly because he'll do
Yeah.
a live stream and then he'll stop and he'll do like maybe an after show live stream and then he'll change into a tank top and you'll see all these tattoos on him.
Yeah. Well, I'm running out of room now. My next 5 are going to take up most of the real estate I've got left.
Yeah.
But I need to save up for those. I think they're going to cost probably about somewhere between 900 and 1,000
Oh
pounds.
no. Soda Cauldron says, yeah, a lot of Canadian shows ended up on TV here. Degrassi Junior High, I think, was Canadian as well. Yeah, I think there was
Yeah,
like
Degrassi
cable
was
or
good.
satellite that would get rerun on here. My brother's girlfriend, I think, likes that show for some reason. But it's not something I could get into.
I used to love that.
And then there was this other Canadian show called Todd and the Book of Pure Evil.
Never heard of that.
was like a horror comedy, something like Buffy the Vampire Slayer mixed with Saved by the Bell.
Okay, that sounds cool. That sounds like the kind
But
of
it
thing I
was,
would have liked.
but it wasn't done like live like Saved by the Bell. But this was I think this was shot on film, and this this teenager named Todd. He's like this horny virgin, like goth boy in high school, and then there's this book of pure evil that keeps appearing at random, and I think the principal is part of this like devil cult that's trying to use the book of pure evil.
Okay.
And then Todd's all into this goth girl that I don't think really is into her, and then I think there's like other couple pair like teenagers, like a teenage boy and girl, but I think the other pair are more like this really clean cut looking pair of teens. They're not like goth like Todd and this other girl.
Okay. Can you remember a show that aired in the 80s? I think this might have been a Canadian one as well. And it was either called The Little Vampire or The Littlest Vampire.
I think that was on in the 90s here. Or maybe
like
no, I'm thinking a Little Dracula. Which was an action figure line in a comic book, but that might have had a short-lived cartoon in the 90s.
No, I'm sure this was called The Little Vampire, and it was
No, I don't think
about a
we
young
had it
boy
here.
that befriended a vampire, and like he would invite this vampire boy over to his house, and no one knew he was a vampire. They just thought he was a strange little boy. It was quite good. You know, I
So
liked
when
it as a
life is,
kid.
huh? It was a kid. What do you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read while you were talking.
No worries, man.
Yeah, Gerard O'Connor saying, so when life is going well, Millhouse says, everything is coming up, Millhouse. This is something my two brothers reference constantly. So today we all had matching Millhouses applied.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, bro, it's on my leg.
Oh, okay.
The Littlest rings a bell.
Yeah, it was called the Little Vampire or the Littlest Vampire. It was cool. It was a bit like the Monsters.
Yeah, also remember watching the Red Hand Gang and Adventures Huckleberry Finn. Like kids don't get up on Saturday morning. It's like I did. They have TV on tap. Yeah, when I was really young, there was this Hanna-Barbera animated live-action show called The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, where it had like live actors playing Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, and Becky, and they were being chased by Injun Joe, and he chases them into a cave, and then each episode is like time travel where they're in a different time, but they're live action, and then everything else is animated cartoons.
Oh, I don't remember that. I remember watching Huckleberry Finn.
Well, this was like a sci-fi version of Huckleberry Finn.
That's weird.
It was called The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, where it was just a different take, where it was like time travel.
Right. Weird.
So after Injun Joe chased them into the cave, everywhere they went to a different like time, they would see someone that looked like Injun Joe.
Okay.
It seemed like. But this was from, I think, the late 60s, but it was really late 70s, early 80s. It was rerun on TV, and then I don't know if Cartoon Network ever showed it, but that's that sister channel to Cartoon Network, Boomerang, would show it, but they didn't show it uncut. And then Warner Archive put out a DVD of all the episodes uncut. So I
Right.
later got that.
Okay.
Also, yeah, he said that. And Xantar the Little Vampire was a Canadian show from the mid 80s. There was also a bad 2000 movie called The Little Vampire. Not sure if it is based on the same source materials. Yeah, I never saw it.
Xantara coming in hot with the facts again. She's really on the ball, isn't she?
Yeah, and Tom getting the kids to paint the fence for him seemed genius to me as a kid. Very Roger the Dodger. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Roger the Dodger was a character in I think it was he was either in the Beano or the Dandy. I've forgotten which one now, but he was a character that was always pulling a fast one and trying to, if there was a shortcut or an easy way to do something, he was always doing it. He was always trying to get out of doing any kind of work or any kind of anything. He would always dodge it. Oh, Andrew has to go. Thanks, Andrew. Cheers for popping by, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for
it,
coming
dude.
by, Andrew.
Thanks so much. It's been great to have you here. Thanks for all your comments and stuff, dude. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Tom Sawyer in the first episode was given a chore and he convinced other kids it was a competition and charged them to paint the fence. And then Gerard O'Connor, the shows we get nowadays better than what we grew up with? Maybe if you remove the nostalgia, I'm not sure. Both have pros and cons. I'm more into reruns of stuff because there's just, I watch a lot of YouTube now because there just isn't as much good. There's not as much on TV anymore.
I haven't watched TV since I think I stopped watching TV when I was about 16, maybe.
Well, that's because you'll get taxed there in the UK. Won't they tax you for watching TV?
No, you have to have a TV license, but I mean that was never the issue. I just didn't like the programming, and I'm sure I stopped watching TV about 16, maybe 17. If there's anything that's on the TV now that I want to see, I just wait for it to come onto DVD. I don't watch broadcast stuff anymore. I haven't done for years.
And Andrew, yeah, Gerard O'Connor saying, Andrew, you're an absolute gentleman. Stay well. And yes, Wednesdays are certainly better off for this stream.
Oh, thank you, Gerard. That's kind. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Likewise, TV license is required here also. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but it's no longer really the United Kingdom anymore because of Brexit.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're charging for a TV license these days because I haven't had one for years, but I'm sure they're going to abolish it at some point. There's too much competition with streaming services. I don't think people are going to put up with paying for a TV license much longer, to be honest. There's a warmth in watching the old shows. I'm not sure when kids are older, they'll get on the same journey. Right.
You get on the same journey with the shows they enjoy now, and
Yeah.
Gerard O'Connor, even if you don't have a TV, any monitor.
Yeah. No, the TV license don't bother me anymore. They don't even ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna go peek out my window because I thought I heard the car going by.
Take out your window, or look out the window. Don't take out your window.
Yeah.
You need that to keep the air to keep.
Huh?
I thought you said you were
Yeah, I
going to
don't.
take out your window.
Huh? I was
Don't
peeking
take
out my window in my kitchen to see if the mail was coming, but it hasn't.
Oh,
So I don't know if we want to go any longer because it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna be doing Chad's live streams. See Michael French as a guest on there at 4.
okay.
So it's 3:15 here now. So Gerard O'Connor, system is rigged, dudes. Don't push the red button. Laughing emoji face. Yeah, and Soda Cauldron's giving a laughing emoji face. So do you mind if I just call it we just end for this week now, Monkeyboy, because
Yeah,
it's
no
just
problem.
it's just the two of us. So I'm gonna end this Chillstream live stream, which it's been a little bit slow this week. We had more people to start with, but usually it just dwindles down just to a few of us, and it's just the two of us ending as we started. And
No
Soda
problem.
Cauldron saying, time for sleepy, sleepy, snoozy, snooze me thinks. Yeah, and isn't it getting
Thanks.
late where you are, Monkeyboy, where you're going to need to lay down and go to sleep?
It's 11:15-ish, 20 past, something like that.
So are you going to need to lay down?
Yeah, but I probably won't sleep tonight because I'm not taking a sleeping tablet today, so I won't be able to sleep. But that's fine. I'll just mooch about on YouTube and watch videos about toys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I normally do when I don't sleep.
But don't you have to teach English tomorrow?
No, I'm not doing that tomorrow. No, that's been put on hold for a while because the teacher has got a different job.
Okay.
So I'm not doing any teaching tomorrow.
So Gerard O'Connor saying, so almost 2 and a fourth hours, guys. Be proud tonight and gives me a window to walk my fur babies before 12.
Oh, okay.
And Soda's
Cool.
saying, night all. Thanks for the stream, dudes. Hope you managed to get some shut eye at some point. I guess he means you, Monkey.
Cool. No worries. No worries. Well, thank you, Tim. It's been good.
Yeah, and thanks for joining me again. And thank you to everybody who's here in the chat. We'll be doing
Thanks to
this.
everyone who popped in. We've had
Yeah.
all the regulars in, so you know who you are. Thank you very much.
And Gerard saying appreciate all of this so much, means a lot. And Soda Cauldron, hope your package arrives, Tim. Take care.
Yeah, you'll have to
And
show us
Gerard
that next
saying,
week.
yeah, count those sheep, bro. So this has been the Tim Hayes Chill Stream with Tim Hayes and Dave Monkeyboy and Monkeyboy Toys. So thanks for joining us. We are ending for this week. Join us
Thanks very
again
much,
next
guys.
Wednesday.
See you all soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Okay. So